When it comes to FNAF games, sometimes the games will do really good in one area and not so good in the other area. In today's video, we'll be talking about a fan game you probably never heard about, The Webs of Cogs and Oil. Unlike your usual FNAF game that revolves around the 12 to 6 a.m. system and the night system, this game is different. This game revolves around stages, and you have 4 of these stages, and every single stage has a timer in the upper right hand corner to tell you how much time you have to escape or how much time you have to survive. Now unfortunately, this game has a massive problem, and that is a lot of the stages are extremely repetitive. The first stage simply revolves around you turning a crank to keep the animatronic back and heating up the room so you don't freeze to death. The third stage revolves around you lighting up a candle and other objects so you don't die to an animatronic spawning. And the last stage is basically an exact replica of the Funtime Freddy stage and sister location, where you have to keep him calm as you work on the breaker room to escape. But notice how I skipped over one stage. This stage is called the Trickster. Now the Trickster is basically a one-of-one version of Plushtrap and Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The only difference is, this stage does a very good job of making it way more scary and way more engaging. In the Plushtrap version of this game mode, you have to listen for audio cues to know when Plushtrap is moving. If you manage to flash your light at the right time, you will stop Plushtrap and be given either an hour off your next night or 2 hours off your next night. But after that, it gets very simplistic because over the course of time, it gets really easy to master Plushtrap. But the Trickster version puts Plushtrap to shame. The first major change is, you can only use your flashlight so much as your flashlight is on a battery. And if you use up your battery, you will be defenseless against Trickster. And if you're defenseless against Trickster, you lose the game. Now this change wouldn't matter so much if it wasn't for the next change. In the Trickster version, there are also fake audio cues, and these fake audio cues make the exact same noise as the Trickster, as there are 2 jack-in-the-boxes inside the room that make the exact same noise as him. This makes you question whenever you hear a noise if it's actually him or not, and makes you very scared and can cause a lot of anxiety. Did I forget to mention you have to survive this for over 3 minutes? And on top of all of this, he also has the ability to move without making any noise. This makes you have to check every now and then, even when there are no audio cues, because he can sneak attack you without you even knowing it. When you combine all of these factors together, you have a recipe for a nightmare. Even when they aren't doing anything out of the fear of the unknown. Is he moving? Is he standing still? Is he getting closer? You have no idea until you use your flashlight, which is limited. While The Webs of Cogs and Oil might not be the best FNAF game ever, you can't deny that its iteration of Plushtrap is downright terrifying. And with a remastered version coming very soon, there's no doubt in my mind that this game once again will make Trickster extremely scary.